Mary has such an important place in the life of a priest. Mary is, first of all, the greatest disciple of Jesus that ever lived. There's no one ever who loved Jesus or who followed Jesus as faithfully as Mary did. So as a priest, we are trying to follow Jesus. We're trying to become like him, right? And Mary is, first of all, the best example that we possibly could have of a disciple. But Mary's more than that as well, especially for a priest. Mary is also, in a special way for priests, a mother. When a priest is called to the priesthood, he is united to Jesus in this really powerful way. And part and parcel of that means having a share in the same relationship that Jesus would have had with his mother. Mary loved Jesus so much. Mary loved Jesus, again, more than anyone else ever has loved Jesus, better than any person has loved Jesus. A priest experiences this very special maternal love also from Mary, from Our Lady, and that gives a priest strength. Just like Jesus probably came face to face with his mother on the way to the cross. Can you imagine how much encouragement and consolation that would have given to the heart of Jesus in that moment? When he was experiencing this cruelty and rejection, just the awful ugliness, the worst ugliness that you could imagine, from people that he loved. All he did was love them, and this was what was being thrown back in his face. To see in the midst of that crowd the face of his mother, who looked at him with such love and really treasured him. Can you imagine the comfort and the encouragement that would have given to Christ as he walked along that path for our salvation? Or can you imagine at the foot of the cross, Mary would have been there along with Mary Magdalene, another Mary, and St. John, who was in many ways the image of the priest, right? Close to Jesus, having that special friendship with him. Can you imagine again how much Mary's presence, how close she was, gave him strength in that lowest and darkest and hardest place for Jesus? Mary is close to priests as well, and we need her to be. We need Mary to be close to priests because a priest is supposed to do what is difficult, what is hard. A priest is supposed to be like Jesus, to courageously teach people the truth even when they don't want to hear it, to lay down his life, to choose to live for them, to live for other people, and to live for God, rather than to sort of be preoccupied or focused on himself. A priest's life is supposed to be hard. A priest's life is supposed to be like this real kind of noble, a priest is supposed to be in many ways a warrior in battle, getting stuck in. So Mary gives comfort and encouragement, just like she would have in the life of Jesus, like she did in the life of Jesus. But there's more than that even, right? Mary also protects, right? You might be familiar with the book of Genesis, right? The first book of the Bible. In the book of Genesis, God, after all the fallout from Adam and Eve and their kind of rejecting of God and all that happened there, God gives them a promise. And he tells them about something that's going to happen in the fullness of time. He talks about a woman that would crush the head of the serpent. That woman is Our Lady. And the serpent, of course, is the enemy of mankind, and the enemy of God, is the devil. A priest, when he lives his life well, comes up against a colossal amount of opposition. There's difficulty, just like there was for Jesus. That should be no surprise to anyone. But Mary is, in those times, especially of great difficulty, encouragement and comfort and protection as well. Mary protects her priests.